China's legacy in construction has taken a global leap, reaching deep into the heart of Africa. But what's fueling this unprecedented building spree? Is it a gesture of partnership, a strategic move for resources, or a new form of influence? Hit that subscribe button because this is the most extreme construction story on the planet, and whether it's mega deals or mega debt, let's find out inside China's African megaprojects. Nestled on the mighty Sasanda River in the heart of the Ivory Coast stands the Subra Hydroelectric Power Station, a silent yet potent giant with the capacity to power over 200,000 homes. This monumental project, completed in 2017, not only generates energy but symbolizes a transformative leap toward energy self-sufficiency for a nation that had long depended on external energy sources. The Subra station was a significant undertaking costing $572 million, with the bulk of its financing coming from China. A staggering 85% of the funding was provided by the Export-Import Bank of China, marking the project as a testament to the growing influence of Chinese investments in Africa's infrastructure. The construction was entrusted to COH Hydro, a Chinese state-owned company which had to navigate some of the most challenging conditions imaginable: dense forests, unpredictable rainfall, and tough geographical terrain. It was not just the engineering of the dam that made the project a monumental achievement, it was the meticulous planning and execution that turned it into a sustainable energy source. Beyond the project's technical achievements, Subra represents Ivory Coast's ambition to achieve energy independence. Prior to the dam's construction, the country faced immense challenges due to its reliance on energy imports. With Subra, the nation now has its own source of power, and even more, it has begun exporting electricity to neighboring countries. What was once a dream of self-reliance has now blossomed into a regional energy hub, strengthening the country's role in the African energy landscape. The dam, with its robust infrastructure and vital energy output, stands as a beacon of Ivory Coast's aspirations for economic growth. The Subra Hydroelectric Power Station has moved beyond its original purpose of meeting domestic energy needs, playing a central role in transforming Ivory Coast into a key player in the energy market of West Africa. On the southern edge of Africa, Namibia's Walvis Bay port has undergone a dramatic transformation, positioning itself as one of the continent's critical logistical giants. In 2019, after 4 years of ambitious construction, the port saw its capacity double from handling 350,000 to a staggering 750,000 TEUs, or 20-foot equivalent units, per year. This expansion, carried out by the China Harbor Engineering Company, has reshaped the regional trade landscape. To put it into perspective, 750,000 shipping containers could stretch from New York to Los Angeles and back again, illustrating the scale of this incredible expansion. This $300 million project included dredging new shipping channels, reclaiming 40 hectares of land, and constructing a 600-meter-long quay wall, all of which have significantly boosted the port's operational capabilities. But the true significance of this expansion lies in what it represents for Africa's economic future. Walvis Bay now stands as a vital part of the Walvis Bay Corridor, a trade route that connects landlocked nations such as Botswana, Zambia, and Zimbabwe to global markets via the Atlantic. The port's role as a continental gateway is crucial, facilitating trade and boosting economic integration across southern Africa. Once a quiet, often overlooked port, Walvis Bay now plays a pivotal role in connecting Africa to the rest of the world. The expansion has ushered in a new era of growth, not just for Namibia, but for the entire southern African region, and it is a bold demonstration of China's growing influence in Africa's infrastructure projects. In the vast arid desert just 45 kilometers east of Cairo, Egypt's ambitious vision for a new future is rising from the sands. The new administrative capital, a $45 billion megacity, is one of the most significant urban planning projects in modern history. Covering an area of 700 square kilometers, nearly the size of Singapore, this new capital is designed to house over 6.5 million residents, providing much-needed relief to the overcrowded metropolis of Cairo. Chinese companies, including China State Construction Engineering Corporation and China Fortune Land Development, have played central roles in this monumental project, with their expertise contributing to the design and construction of what is being hailed as Egypt's city of the future. From expansive green districts that rival Central Park in New York to a towering 1 kilometer skyscraper that promises to redefine Cairo's skyline, the new administrative capital is being engineered for the demands of the 21st century. The city's ambitious infrastructure is not just a testament to Egypt's aspirations for modernization, but also a solution to Cairo's rapid urbanization and overcrowding. The goal is twofold: to create a more efficient governmental hub while showcasing Egypt's evolution as a nation ready to take on the future with China's partnership at its core. As the city takes shape, it is clear that the new administrative capital is not just a construction project, it is a statement of Egypt's drive for a more organized and prosperous future. In Angola, harnessing the power of the Kwanza River has become a pivotal project for the country's energy future. The Culu Kabaka hydropower project, a $4.5 billion mega dam financed by the China Development Bank, is one of Africa's most powerful energy endeavors. When completed, the dam will produce over 2,100 megawatts of electricity, more than doubling Angola's current energy capacity. The project is being constructed by the China Gazuba Group, the same company responsible for building the famous Three Gorges Dam in China. Stretching across remote and rugged terrain, Culu Kabaka presents an enormous logistical challenge, employing over 10,000 workers who have been tasked with overcoming difficult geographical and environmental obstacles. Once operational, the dam will provide Angola with much-needed energy security, reducing the country's reliance on imports and offering a much more stable power supply for its rapidly developing industries. But the project has not come without its challenges. The dam's construction requires the flooding of large areas of land, displacing communities and creating ecological risks that need to be carefully managed. Despite these challenges, the Culu Kabaka Dam promises to be a cornerstone of Angola's future, offering both domestic energy security and the potential to export power to neighboring countries. The coastline of Tanzania, just 75 kilometers north of Dar es Salaam, is undergoing a radical transformation with the development of the port of Bagamoyo. Once a quiet stretch of coastline, the $10 billion port is now poised to become one of the largest and most advanced shipping hubs in Africa. With the potential to handle over 20 million TEUs annually, the port will surpass the capacity of East Africa's busiest port, Mombasa, by more than 7 times. Developed by China Merchants Port, the port's construction represents a bold step toward transforming Tanzania into a logistical powerhouse. The project involves more than just the development of the port itself. It includes the creation of a vast industrial zone, with factories, logistics centers, and special economic zones that will drive industrial development in the region. Thousands of new jobs will be created, helping to transform Tanzania's economy and improve its position as a key gateway to East Africa. Despite some delays, the Port of Bagamoyo remains a central piece of Tanzania's long-term economic ambitions. Once fully operational, it will become a focal point for international trade, with China's infrastructure expertise providing the backbone for Tanzania's rise on the global stage. This ambitious project, like the others before it, underscores China's growing influence in shaping Africa's future, turning strategic ports and industrial zones into hubs of economic activity. In Nigeria, a profound transformation has occurred between Lagos and Ibadan. Where once travelers endured the slow crawl of a multi-hour road journey, today they glide along at 150 kilometers per hour aboard the LagosEbidon Railway. This new $1.5 billion standard gauge line, completed in 2021, has revolutionized the connection between these two major cities, slashing travel time to a mere 2 hours. Built by China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, or CCECC, this railway is not just a piece of infrastructure. It is a vital pillar in Nigeria's broader plan for rail modernization. For decades, Nigeria's rail network, plagued by colonial-era narrow gauges and decades of neglect, has stagnated. The LagosEbidon line, however, symbolizes more than mere convenience. It represents the revival of a nation's once proud rail heritage. China's involvement in this massive undertaking has breathed new life into Nigeria's transportation sector, and this project is only a glimpse of what's to come. As part of an even grander vision, the LagosEbidon line will be a critical node in connecting southern Nigeria to the northern regions via a network of high-speed steel arteries, potentially linking the country's economic hubs more seamlessly than ever before. Beyond its physical infrastructure, this railway is a powerful symbol of Nigeria's leap into the future. Once a country that struggled with unreliable and underfunded transportation systems, Nigeria now has the opportunity to compete on a global scale, offering more efficient movement of people and goods. The railway's completion is a milestone not only for Nigeria but for the entire region, setting a precedent for other African nations to follow in creating modern transportation systems that support industrialization and growth. In the verdant highlands of Taraba State, a giant is awakening. The Mambila Hydroelectric Dam, a monumental $5.8 billion project, is set to reshape Nigeria's energy landscape. When completed by 2030, the dam will generate 3,050 megawatts, enough to meet a quarter of the nation's electricity demand. Once operational, Mambila will be one of Africa's largest hydroelectric plants, even surpassing the scales of America's iconic Hoover Dam in terms of power output. This colossal project, led by China's COH Hydro in partnership with Nigerian firms, marks a turning point for Nigeria's energy sector. Currently, the country faces chronic energy shortages, limiting its industrial capabilities and stunting overall economic growth. Mambila promises to change this, providing a reliable, renewable energy source that can power homes, industries, and entire cities. However, like all major infrastructure projects, Mambila comes with its challenges. The construction requires the relocation of thousands of residents, and the dam's ecological impact is a subject of debate. Furthermore, the financial risks of such an ambitious project are high, with long-term sustainability being a key concern. Despite these hurdles, the potential for transformation is enormous. As Nigeria moves towards becoming a net exporter of energy, Mambila will serve as a critical asset, lighting the path for economic growth and sustainability. Stretching from the highlands of Ethiopia to the bustling port of Djibouti, the Addis Ababa-Djibouti Railway has become a lifeline for East Africa. Completed in 2018 at a cost of $4 billion, this 756-kilometer electrified rail line has drastically reduced travel time, from days to just 12 hours. It represents a modernized, efficient link that enables Ethiopia, a landlocked nation, to connect to the global marketplace. The construction of the railway was a joint venture between China Railway Group and China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, and its impact has been profound. For Ethiopia, the railway has not only catalyzed economic expansion, contributing 2.2% to the national GDP annually, but it has also bolstered the country's industrial ambitions. The Addis Ababa-Djibouti Railway has created over 20,000 jobs, reducing unemployment and fostering new industries along its route. For Djibouti, the railway is a critical component of its vision to become a major logistics and transportation hub. By connecting Ethiopia's agricultural and industrial sectors to global markets, Djibouti has solidified its position as the gateway to the region. This railway exemplifies the power of connectivity and infrastructure in advancing a nation's development, and is a prime example of how investments in transportation can accelerate regional economic integration. In Mozambique, the Maputo Katembe suspension bridge stands as an awe-inspiring testament to human ingenuity and ambition. Spanning 3 kilometers across Maputo Bay, it is Africa's longest suspension bridge and a transformative piece of infrastructure. Built by China Road and Bridge Corporation at a cost of $785 million, the bridge was completed in 2018 and has dramatically altered the dynamics of the Maputo region. Before the bridge, crossing the bay was a slow and unreliable process, with ferries often unable to meet the demands of commuters. Now, this sleek modern bridge handles up to 1,500 vehicles per hour, cutting down travel time and boosting economic activities. It has become an integral part of the country's transportation infrastructure, connecting the Katembe district, long isolated from the heart of Maputo, with the city center. For Mozambique, the bridge is more than just a feat of engineering. It is a lifeline. With the ability to significantly enhance mobility, commerce, and communication between regions, it has already had a profound impact on the national economy, contributing an estimated 3% to Mozambique's GDP. The bridge also strengthens national unity, linking communities and fostering a sense of connection. To the people of Maputo, the Maputo Katembe Bridge is a symbol of opportunity, progress, and a more connected future. At the forefront of East Africa's railway revolution is Kenya's Nairobi-Mombasa Standard Gauge Railway. Known as the Madaraka Express, this $3.2 billion project has radically transformed the transportation landscape of the region. Completed in 2017 with 90% funding from China's Export-Import Bank, the 472-kilometer railway has reduced travel time between Kenya's capital and its primary port city from a grueling 10 hours to just 4.5 hours. This is shocking. But the Madaraka Express's impact goes far beyond speed. This railway is a cornerstone of Kenya's broader industrial ambitions, providing a critical transport corridor that connects the country's inland regions with the coast. Its creation has spurred the development of new industrial parks along its routes, opened up new markets, and unlocked trade opportunities for the entire East African region. The railway has already created thousands of jobs and serves as a catalyst for economic growth. Beyond its direct economic impact, the Madaraka Express is seen by many as Kenya's leap into modernity, with the potential to position the country as a regional economic powerhouse. Others view it as part of China's Belt and Road Initiative, an ambitious strategy to build trade and infrastructure links across Asia, Africa, and Europe. Regardless of perspective, one thing is clear: the Madaraka Express is not just a railway, it is a symbol of Kenya's future potential, its ambition to become an industrial hub, and its place in the ever-expanding web of global commerce. Which of these Chinese megaprojects do you believe best symbolizes Africa's future? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching this video with us, and catch you in the next one.